There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time, or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen, mofo, ain't no time to slack. So just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother. Just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. I have been sent a recipe request through my website from Ida, okay, and she's asked me to make a chicken satay stir fry. So, we're gonna make it. These are all the ingredients you're gonna need. They're on here. Can you read that? No? If you can't, you can eye test. If not, I'm gonna just click my fingers and you can hit pause and write those ingredients down, please. It's really, really easy, guys. A stir fry, as we've known from our journey so far, our adventure of culinary experiences, a stir fry, you just chuck it all in, and the pan, the wok, does all the hard work for you. So, all we've got here is some broccoli, bean sprouts, peppers, sweet corn and mange too, coriander, which I'm going to finely chop. I'm actually going to leave these as they are and just cook them like that, nice and soft. Chicken I'm going to dice. These are some rice noodles which you can buy in most supermarkets now. Obviously you can get other ones that you can boil, or you can have rice or pasta alongside it, but these are ones that you chuck in the wok with it at the end. Really cool. Some garlic, which I'm just going to chop up as well, and also the tomato is going to be finely diced. A little bit of tomato puree, peanut butter, coconut milk, salt and pepper. That is it. I know I went through these quite fast, but that is really it. So we're going to get all our prep done, and the wok is going to go wok and roll-tastic. Let's get going. Cha-ching! Right guys, first thing I'm going to do is grab my chicken breasts, like so. They are nice and clean, and so are my hands, and so should yours be. Okay, right, so I've got myself a knife, and literally I'm just going to cut it. It's nice and sharp. I'm just going to cut it different shapes, so I've got nice, funky chicken chunks. It's completely up to you how big, how small you want the chicken. It's a stir fry, you can just chuck it all in, do your own thing. Loving it. So keep cutting up your chicken bits. And we'll move on. Yeah! Right then folks, the chicken is all cut up, looking all funky, hunky, and chunky. I got a little bit bored while I was waiting as well, so I just diced up my garlic. You've seen me do that before, so, you know, go watch a previous video if you need to know how to do that. It's really easy to splat it and then cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Anyhow, what we're going to do now is start to make the satay sauce. Oh, you need a bowl, like this. So pick up your bowl and put it down there. Grab your coconut milk. Now, we need 125 mils of this. So it's half of what I've got here, so let's just pour that in. Looking good. And now, we need the peanut butter. 4 tablespoons of smooth peanut butter. You don't have to have smooth, you could use crunch if you want, you know, the real hardcore stuff. Not a massive lover of nuts, so I quite like to go for the smooth version today, so let me know if you have the crunchy one. Anyhow, 4 tablespoons of that into there. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. Nah, it's not going to work. Let's change the camera angle. That's better. Right, yeah, so I'm just getting my spoon in there, plonking that in the bowl. 4 tablespoons of this, generous tablespoons, okay? Plonk it in, all over your fingers. We're going to give that a good stir through and then chuck in a few other ingredients. Wow, wow, big splash. And we're nearly there already. Right then guys, all we've got in the bowl then, as you know, is coconut milk and the peanut butter, but I'm just grabbing a wooden spoon and stirring it together to film a nice funky sauce. You can see it's starting to change colour already, can you see that? It's sort of like going a sort of browny colour, that's what you're wanting, because the peanut butter is attacking the milk, kinda. It's just making a cool sauce. So keep going, keep stirring it till it's all bonded together. Should start to thicken up slightly. Incredible guys, look how funky that is. Now, if you want it a little thicker, just chuck in some more peanut butter if you're in America, or peanut butter if you're in England, or if you want it thinner, chuck in some more coconut milk or water if you're in America, or water if you're in England. Anyhow, garlic is all chopped as you know, we're just going to chuck that in any minute. We've got a tomato here. What we need to do is just dice that up, get rid of the flesh, and a tablespoon of tomato puree, which is going to go in there, and salt and pepper. That is pretty much it. So, let's dice up our tomato. Yeah, so with the tomato, all I'm going to do is literally just cut it into 4, and then scoop out the middle bits, and then we're going to just finely chop it into nice little bits, and straight in that bowl, guys. Can you do that for me? I think you can. This is such an easy recipe. This is perfect for students. So, if you know a student, do a good deed and tell him about this meal, or her, and you'll feel good about yourself. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I diced up my tomatoes, looking really cool and tomato-ish, if that's a word, I don't know. So let's grab our garlic, like so. I'm going to try and do it here so you can all see it, okay? Because over there is a little bit of a harder angle to see. So I'm just going to chuck in that garlic like that. Cool. Now we'll grab our salt and pepper. So a bit of salt in there, a bit of pepper in there. Wicked. Now the tomatoes. I'm going to chuck more of those in when you're back on camera. Okay. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Tomato puree, lid off. I've already pierced the bottom. About a tablespoon of that. Wicked. That'll do. Oh, let's have a bit more. Yeah. So, any more of those ingredients you want to chuck in, add in, just have a little stir around, see if you like the flavour, and that is our sauce done. So let's give it a little whirl. Cha-ching. A whirl. Did that sound a bit West Country? Yeah, it did. Yeah. Stir it through. And while I'm here, I'll get the tomatoes in there. Oh, I'm really hyper today, I don't know why. Anyhow, keep stirring. Oh wow, look at it's changing colour. It's going sort of pink. It's almost like turning into a lobster or something. I don't know. Keep stirring. Ugh, a bit psychedelic. Right here then, that is that all stirred through. You can see it's all nice and funky pink colour. Keep having a go until you're happy with the taste, okay? I can't start eating it. To be honest guys, that is one of my favourite sauces I've ever made. If you like peanut butter, you're going to absolutely love that sauce. It is stonky. Really good. Right, last thing to do is to get your peppers, obviously core them, take out the nasty bit and the seeds. Don't rub your eyes afterwards, you know, that's my safety disclaimer. And just cut it up nice and fine. And then we're ready to chuck it all in the wok. So I'm going to chop those up. I'll see you in a jiffy. Yeah. Okay, so the peppers are finely chopped like that. And if you look at the coriander in the background, almost like a sort of traffic light thing going on there. I don't know. So get yourself a big flame around about there. Let's go. Wow, that's a big flame. Right, shove your wok on top of it. And what I want to do is heat it up, and you should be able to see some smoke going up. And that's when you know the pan is hot. And my oil of choice, I'm not going to use olive oil or vegetable oil or sunflower oil. I'm going to use sesame oil. Did that look like an advert? Sesame oil for men. The new aftershave from... No. Right, yeah, sesame oil is just a little bit better on the old stir fry. So if you want to use that, it gives it a little bit more of a kick. It's got a bit of sesame essence in it, hence the name sesame oil. But any other oil will be fine, you know, just go for it. So that's warming up nicely, and I'm rambling on, so I'll shut up. Check out that smoke, guys. You know that's hot. That is like me literally smoking a cigar in your face. You know it's done. So grab your sesame oil, like so, and give it a good amount in there, like so. Probably about a tablespoon. Swirl it around the pan a little bit. Cha-cha-cha-ching, see that? This is when we start to get a little bit Chinese. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to chuck in the broccoli first of all. Check out that sizzle. As Snoop Doggy Dogg would say, for shizzle my nizzle, the drizzle, dio double jizzle in the panizzle. That's cooking away good. Now I'll go with the bean sprouts, and our sweet corn, munch two, and our chicken. Let's just dump it all in, guys. Wow, like that. And then the peppers. Lush. Now, I've just finally chopped my coriander. We've got the sauce there. We're going to have to just stir that through, and that's it. That is it. Easy, huh? You can do it. Yeah. Right guys, so about 3 or 4 minutes in, and all I'm doing is constantly stirring it to make sure the chicken and the vegetables get that fair amount of heat and the main sauce right in the middle. It's almost like there's an amazing spot on the beach and they're all competing for it, so I'm trying to give them time together. If you wanted to have your vegetables a little harder, what you can do is cook your chicken first of all, or slash meat of choice. You might be using a different meat, and then chuck your vegetables in at the end. One other thing you might be thinking right now is you might be there going, ugh, smells and it feels a bit bland, but don't worry, any minute now, once it's all cooked and softened through, we're going to add on that peanut sauce, and it's going to be like, oh, you know, like a big sort of ray of light coming through. It's going to be like that. You're going to love it. So you're nearly there. Brilliant, guys. That is all nice and cooked through. It's all so soft now, and you might have actually noticed that it has shrunk in size slightly. What we're going to do now is grab our sauce. Okay, are you ready for this bit? You're going to love it. Just run over here and grab it. Just pour it from a great height, right on top of that, so it smothers our food. I'll do this with my other hand. Stir it all through, coat that sauce all over the chicken and the veg. Keep the heat on high, it's not going to be there for very long. And all we've got to do is stir in our rice noodles. And we're done. It's really hot in this kitchen. Brilliant, that sauce is all in there, going to slightly start to bubble for a bit. It almost looks a little bit like a giant prawn cocktail. I'm just going to grab my rice noodles, and you can just plonk these in into your stir fry. They're so cool. It's just a really easy way to cook. Just plonk them in there, stir them through. They're basically going to be reheated for about 2 minutes. Stir it all in there. A little bit of coriander on the top, and I'm going to eat it. Yeah. Fantastic, that's been a minute, those noodles all stirred through. Just grab your coriander, just chuck it on top like that, just a little scatter, one quick stir, really quick stir like that, and then in the belly time. Yeah. Right, so just plated mine up. Look how fantastic that looks. You can see what's happened from our bland, boring, sorry, sad looking old stir fry. By chucking that sauce, it become an exciting plate full of stir fry loving. And you're invited. So I'm just going to get straight into this right now. We've got so much left over, it's going to easily feed a family of 4 or a student. It's going to feed you for the rest of your life, mate. So let's eat it. Right then, guys, here it is. You see it there? Can't wait to try this. Got a nice big forkful here. Oh, wow. And it's so mild. Loving. 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 The coconut milk is really jumping out of that. It's got a real funky, light, peanutty taste. Absolutely loving it. I really want to keep eating it, but I've got to do my finishing bit. If you have a recipe suggestion like Ida, get in touch. Love all your comments and feedback recently, it's been great. So yeah, if I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Have a go for yourself. Let me know how you get on, and I will see you again next time. Bye.
High five!